The original Wolverine was a good side-by-side, but it was a bit of a letdown because it really didn't bring us anything new, just the same power plant and features we'd seen in other models. Again, not a bad side-by-side, just not one we were overly amped about. For 2019 though, Yamaha brings us a truly all-new Wolverine X2 that checks all the unchecked boxes left by the previous model. So what is an X2 and what makes it different from the previous Wolverine? Well, for starters, this vehicle addresses all the things we didn't like about the original Wolverine and adds most of the things we thought we were going to get with that model but didn't. Let's start at the heart of the vehicle. I don't think it's going to come as any surprise to find out that this new Wolverine is packing Yamaha's 847cc parallel twin under the hood. This motor was released last year in the Wolverine X4, and it definitely is the motor we've been waiting for to replace the long-in-the-tooth 700 single. In the X4, this engine produces somewhere in the neighborhood of 69 horsepower, which is nothing to scoff at, and we expect it'll be producing very similar power in the X2, as the engine itself is essentially the same. This is a great motor that makes excellent power. It's got loads of bottom end and it pulls strong on top. It is speed limited though, and it could definitely go faster than it's currently being allowed to go. Connected to that parallel twin motor is an all-new Ultramatic CVT system that Yamaha claims runs cooler and is more durable than the previous version, and it better be. Compared to the old Wolverine, it's got a wheelbase that's just under 2 inches shorter and it's just over 1.5 inches narrower. It's just under 60 inches wide and it's designed to have a crazy tight turning radius. The R-Spec models come standard with KYB fully adjustable piggyback shocks. Total travel is around 9 inches front and rear, so by no means class leading, but when paired with those stellar shocks, the ride can be set up as plush or as firm as you need it to be. The dumping cargo box is a huge deal in our opinion. It's one of the biggest downsides of the older Wolverine, and it's one of the things that makes vehicles like the Polaris General so versatile. The cargo bed on the new Wolverine can carry up to 600 pounds, which is double what the old one can carry, and the vehicle can now tow up to 2,000 pounds, which is a 500-pound increase. The Wolverine X2 is an incredibly impressive new model for Yamaha, and it's got everything it needs to be a strong contender in its class. But for 2019, Yamaha is introducing another new piece of technology that's useful both inside and outside your vehicle. The Adventure Pro is essentially an Android-based GPS-enabled tablet that's fully wired into your vehicle and can display all the vehicle data you could ever possibly need or imagine. But more than that, it's a fully functional GPS system with integrated mapping. It also features a full Android operating system, so it's a 100% functional tablet computer. It also has a built-in camera for capturing memories out on the trail. In terms of in-vehicle technology, this is definitely one of the most comprehensive and versatile systems ever offered, factory installed from an OEM. Yamaha's all-new 2019 Wolverine X2 is the model I think many of us have been waiting for from Yamaha, and while we only got a short opportunity to actually test it at the press intro, our initial impressions are excellent. Stay tuned to Dirt Trax TV this season for a full test ride on the Wolverine X2 and a more in-depth look at the Adventure Pro system from Yamaha.